Hey everyone, welcome back to PokeMarketLab. We are in the middle of TCG Player's 10% bonus buck sale through Cyber Weekend. This runs through December 2nd. Time of the recording of this video is Sunday afternoon on December 1st, and we've already seen some massive amounts of money pouring into Pokemon here and some big winners as a result of that. First up here is Evolving Skies booster boxes. These are on the cusp of being the first $1,000 booster box in Sword and Shield. So you can see quite a few sales here, and people are buying at almost $1,000 a pop. And so what I think is happening, I think we are on the cliff here of another run up in Sword and Shield boxes. Fusion Strike benefiting heavily from sales volume this weekend, and boxes are drying up quickly, and we are racing towards $300 a box on Fusion Strike. I think Fusion Strike is easily the next best set after Evolving Skies. I think it's better than Lost Origin. I think it's better than anything else other than Evolving Skies. I actually think it has a better distribution of good cards than Evolving Skies. And this has been stagnant for a while here. You can zoom out here on the price chart. Not too much action here, but yeah, starting to drive up. We've had plenty of sales here this weekend, and so this is easily going to be $300 by the end of the year. And I think this is going to send some demand signals to the rest of Sword and Shield as well, and say to the market, hey, we're ready for another run here. And I think a lot of what's causing this is the run up in pricing on Scarlet and Violet sets. We have Surging Sparks at $200 a box. We have Twilight Masquerade heading there. We have specialty sets that are above MSRP. There's nothing in Scarlet and Violet that's below $110 a booster box regardless. And we've seen several boxes do approach that MSRP number as well. So I think if you're spending $200 on Surging Sparks, the question you would ask yourself next is, should I spend $200 there, or should I go back and pick up a box of Fusion Strike where, I mean, there's less than 100 of these listed on TCG Player. It's got a lot of age to it. I think that plays into it, and I think that's why we're starting to see some money pour back into Sword and Shield, which is awesome. Lost Origin, really good volume, sell volume here. You can see 91 boxes sold between the 26th and 28th. Price hasn't ticked up here, but it's only a matter of time. Again, not too many boxes here in TCG Player. Fantastic set. Not as good as Fusion Strike in my opinion, but absolutely will be trailing Fusion Strike as Fusion Strike starts to head up. Looking at Surging Sparks specifically here, we didn't see much price appreciation. We're still at about $200 a booster box for pricing, but we saw quite a few sales this weekend here. We saw, let's see, the 27th, we had 72 sold. 252 boxes sold. So what this is doing, this is just drying up those cheaper boxes. We've already seen this set has already sold 6,000 booster boxes, and it's only been out a couple months. So this is these are just drying up extremely quickly, and there were probably people waiting in the wings with money, waiting for this, saying, hey, if I might as well got $20 back in TCG Player, store credit if I'm going to buy a box. So. And we still got another day to go on this sale too. So this has benefited extremely well. And what's happening here, I want to preface this. So the current quantity listed on TCG Player is about 600 boxes. Now keep in mind, because this product is so hot, it means everyone and their brother, okay, who never gets, especially you got scalpers, you got flippers, everyone is trying to make a buck on this set, right? Because they can, if you picked it up $100 a pop, you almost double your money after fees and everything. You don't, but the point of it is it's a quick buck. So you're seeing a lot more sellers come to market. Look at how many listings there are. 132 listings. That tells me there's a lot of onesie and twosies up here. There's no big walls of these big sellers, okay? This is people who bought in cheap and are trying to get out. So I think we're seeing most of the booster boxes that we'll ever see for Surging Sparks listed on TCG Player right now. I truly believe that. I think it's the sales just driving the total population out in the market down dramatically. And we're seeing some other benefits here. Pikachu EX SIR, there's only 40 of these listed at near mint condition on TCG Player. Price hasn't budged a ton. Actually, yeah, it dipped back up a little bit here. And I think as these start to dry up, because people are buying, people are paying this. We've had a few sell today. Bunch sold on Saturday. People are paying this. So it's only a matter of time before this bounces back up again. These are drying up quickly. Latias EX has done extremely well as well. That's from Surging Sparks. That's all the way up to where it's $260 for a market price, being picked up every single day here. And that's what's amazing about Surging Sparks, is you have multiple chases in that set. We have, let's see here, let's go to the cards real quick. Yeah, you got multiple. You got the Pikachu EX Hyper Rare. That's another one that's done extremely well. And that's only gone up in price since release, which is pretty wild. Let me turn on near mint here. Yeah, there's only 10 of these listed on TCG Player right now. So it's either people are going to stop buying or they're going to start paying over $200 a pop for this card. That's wild. So you have, if someone buys a $200 card, $200 Pikachu EX Hyper Rare, then we're looking at 3 cards over $200 a pop in Surging Sparks. And then you still have there's still plenty of value out here. These singles are just getting gobbled up this weekend. I don't think I've ever seen quite as much volume in terms of number of cards, boxes, just the amount of money pouring into a Black Friday deal on TCG Player like this. Some other decent winners here. Temporal Forces has definitely benefited. These are starting to dry up on TCG Player. Look at that volume there. Plenty sold. But again, that price is starting to hike up now. We're getting close to that MSRP where there's other boxes to be had. So Temporal is a great set, but at that point, you know, $140 a box to step it up to a Twilight Masquerade. Some good singles action in Temporal Forces too. Look at this Raging Bolt. Under 40 of these near mint on TCG Player. Nice little bump in sales this weekend. That's crazy for a set that is about a year old. To have under 40 listings, under 40 available for an SIR is pretty crazy. Iron Crown, under 15 available on TCG Player. Look at that volume. Doing exceptionally well. Couple of singles from Paldean Fates. This Bubble Mew is on an absolute tear. It's $300 market price, and we are looking at, look at this, just today. Look how many people spending $300 on this card, drawing them up. Less than 30 of these available on TCG Player. So if you got them, now might be the time to liquidate them. If you're looking to cash in, maybe get some money before Christmas. Crazy. Charizard EX from Paldean Fates, probably I think one of the better Zards from Scarlet and Violet Era. Less than 70 of these on TCG Player. People buying these up. And again, this is, I'll say it again, Paldean Fates is a specialty set that has one card over over $300, and then you have another chase card at almost $150. So yeah, big weekend, big weekend for the Pokemon hobby. I would say we are definitely, the amount of money that has come in this weekend. Number one, the market's been on a tear to begin with, but the amount of volume that we're seeing in multiple boxes over this weekend, anyone just hopping in at any chance to save some money and just buying really solid products. It's fantastic to see Sword and Shield getting some attention again. Again, I think that's driven mainly by the fact that Scarlet and Violet there's some sets that are getting expensive, which is a good thing. But people are making decisions to go back and pick up some stuff from Sword and Shield where there's some serious age there. And Fusion Strike's a fantastic set. It really is. It has that Gengar that's just absolutely beautiful. It's a very, I would say that could, from an artwork standpoint, could absolutely have been in Scarlet and Violet. It holds its own and will long term. But yeah, a fantastic weekend for product. Just keep an eye if you're looking to liquidate. This is a time. There's a frenzy. We still have some time to go. Absolutely a good time if you're looking to get rid of some product and move it quickly. This is the way to go. And you don't have to do so. You don't have to take a haircut in terms of price either to do it, because prices are really almost every box you look at is at its highest price it's been. And that's really a really clear indicator of where we are. And I think it's pretty clear we're in a bull run here, and it's going to keep going. So, and that's it for this one. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications on if you think we're doing a good job, and we will see you on the next one.